The Raw ratings are in for the 18th of November 2024. It may have been another poor rating as it averaged 1.516 million and a 0.49 the key 18 to 49. But guess what, troops? Turn that frown upside down because Raw had suffered back to back weeks under 1.4 million and posting two of the lowest numbers ever for this year. But guess what, folks? It's alright. No need to fear. Big Stevie is here to bring you the good stuff, the big numbers. Because 1.516, what? I can hype this up as much as I want to, man. I'm back talking about wrestling after a few days. It was the greatest 5 days of my life, right? Greatest 5 days of my life, and now we need to talk about it again. But, 1.5 million, it's no good enough. We can talk about 1.5 million and talk about how great this is and what's this done and how are you doing and can wrestling just improve? Because the funny thing is, people are hanging on to the fact that we're actually getting good television, but the ratings are poor. The fact is, you'll begin to see correlation, right, between you'll begin to see correlation, right, between the big man wrestling being good and the ratings going up. These people that seem to think that wrestling sucks, that's got no correlation. I mean, come on, that is it. Wrestling's just dead. We see on SmackDown, right, that the Bloodline stuff does well. The Bloodline stuff does well in the quarters, right, and in the clips. And that probably is some of the best stuff going in wrestling today. See if the Bloodline were incorporated across a full 2 hour show and we're in every quarter, even though, eventually that would get old. That's what you've got to do. But that's what you've got to do, man. You see the stuff that actually draws on your show, that's what you've got to utilise and actually put forward. But for whatever reason, they don't want to do that, and they don't want to put their eggs on one basket. It's all about, diversity and inclusion, and we need to include the women, and we need to include the jobber guys, we need to include the cruiserweight guys. When the reality is, there's just nobody that can draw a fucking dime, and nothing's actually happening, man. It is a wee bit soul destroying, to say the least. But anyway, that's the update regarding my thoughts on wrestling. The ratings suck because the television show itself sucks. Alright? It is a tough watch, week in, week out, and I guess it's time we head over to the actual WWE YouTube channel and talk about what some of the clips did. Right? Because of course it was a taped show. We talked about this show when? About 10 days ago? Roughly, when we did the Raw spoiler recap. So yeah, let's go. So Rhea Ripley returns as Wargame Challenge Awakens Chaos. That got 914,000 viewers. So again, a decent number. Goodfor's backstage attack on Damian Priest backfires. 842,000 viewers. I'm kind of shocked that this got so high. I've honestly got no reason why it's so high. We then had full match, Solo Sikoa costing Seth Rollins his match against Big Bronson Reed. 685,000 viewers. Yeah, not exactly. I mean, what is there really to say about that at the end of the day? Full matches tend to do better. And I feel like this was probably like the most shared clip about Raw before. Solo's cost Seth Rollins and Big Bronson Reed. Seth Rollins, he's going to have to join the Survivor Series team to get his revenge against Bronson Reed and Solo. And I just don't, seriously, I actually do not understand for the life of me why they've needed to add Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins into this. They should have just did 4-on-4. The only reason you do 5-on-5 if you can get The Rock back and you want to fire like Rikishi or something or someone like that into the opposition. Now the actual Raw highlights did 616 and the top 10 moments did 559. Ludwig Kaiser justifies his attack on Braun Breaker and Sheamus. Braun Breaker 189. Pure Fusion Collective vowed to make an example of Dakota Kai. 152. Tragic. Bo Dallas sends an ominous warning to Karrion Kross and The Miz. 317. These guys are officially, when they were dead months ago, but I mean, come on, what are we doing here? The War Raiders conquer Dirty Dom and Carlito. 180. Finn Balor and JD Madonna ambush the War Raiders, 150,000 viewers. Ludwig Kaiser attacks Breaker and Sheamus to ruin the title match, 386. Then The Miz and Karrion Kross relish in outsmarting the Wyatt 6, 309,000 viewers. And finally, Rey Mysterio and Selena Vega defeat Chad Gable and Ivy Nile, 32,000 views. Sorry, now who cares? I mean, Raw on Netflix premiere, debuting the premiere is going to be in LA, right? In the Unchodome, where that is, Los Angeles, California, January 6th, right? That's got 108,000 views, and that's simply just an announcement. You know what I mean? Like, an announcement is smoking most stuff on this show. To me, that's quite pathetic. Anyway, guys, that's your Raw rating reaction, and that is where we've wrapped it up. So, till next time, that's your Raw rating. Big scripted pile of mints, or pre-tape, sorry. We all know it's scripted.